Oh, acid just spun in front of me.
The car's getting taken away from me.
Heading up there now, Ian Jones looking up to find a way up on the inside of Coppice Corner.
The new GoPro 13. See what that's like. Sure Tom will get some. PD, best engine ever. Best engine ever. Yeah. Donington Park. Double header, so we've got Roadsports 45, Club Enduro 2 hours, Dylan sharing in the 2 hour with me. See what happens tomorrow. Lots of changes to the cars, we'll talk about them when we're down there. Lots of people coming, and it's mine and Scott's birthday weekend, so there's going to be a bit of competition between us as usual. So see what happens, eh? This is a busy race meeting, clearly. We ain't got an aerial that big. Why have we not got an aerial that big? 3 aerials that big.
What they're transmitting?
Ready to rock? That's Scott's car, my car. Do a bit of testing.
Oh, acid just spun in front of me. Nearly collected acid then. He just spun coming out of the chicane in front of me.
Yeah, nice.
First flying lap faster than lap record.
Missing gear.
You what, sorry?
It just won't go in gear.
Won't go in gear?
But there's nothing there. I'm pulling, it's just not going up.
Oh, I knew that was a bit too fast. What's with all cars spinning in front of me today? Could be more than splitter.
Sounds like it's blue car in this session.
Well, Aston Martin dropping its guts. Got an oil leak, I think, so.
Thought it It looked a bit smoky when I saw it start straight.
Yeah. I think we might end up with a red flag here.
What's your fastest time, Scott? You're right, I want to know.
140.1. $139.9. Ooh, somebody else is going to spin in front of me here. Oh, he's got it. Full opposite locking Caterham.
Is it wacky races out there today already, or what?
I think so.
Are you just going to give a quick scan around? My helmet's fault that. Ignore that. Sequential issues. Car felt good otherwise. Scott did better. This is Dylan's friend. He says he's Dylan's friend.
Yeah, he'll tell you he doesn't know me and doesn't know anything about me.
Dylan doesn't have friends.
Hell, didn't want to stop them for some reason. That felt weird then.
Maybe don't send it into the next corner then.
Oh, you got to try it, haven't you?
Check out Abby for her artwork.
Yeah. The night is young. Tom's here. Keeps catching his fingers on stuff for some reason.
God, don't.
But yeah, my car was pretty good. That last lap was decent. So yeah, see what happens. So tomorrow's going to be pretty good. But these lads are going to be working late. Turbo problems. Oh no. Using this fancy gas turbine seal here.
Don't give secrets away.
Secrets. I'll tell you what it is. This is what I call wet. Saturday morning. Oh dear. Cars are ready. I don't know how much to record, but a lot of work went into last night, seeing as we had a boost pipe problem, rubbing on the chassis and XYZ. Brand new front tyres, the new wheels. Oh, I've not got them. They've not given me a new one. Yeah. Let's see how we get on. Yesterday, very good. Today should be better. So we'll see how we get on. So who recognises that tow vehicle? What are those? Oh. I'd have had you walking towards me if this GoPro were good.
GoPros are good.
Are you sponsored by them?
I wish.
So, you can't see it on camera, I'm sure, but it is precipitating in the atmosphere. Definitely not weather modification. So when you're racing on the GP track, you can race there. So that means we're going to park down here for assembly. Right walk. Look at these beauties. You'll see these in another video, I'm sure. It's a GP track. Assembly area. Get in the queue.
You don't feel right up way down. I'm not getting gears up way down. Big sideways. What position am I in now, do we know?
Your P3. What's P2?
And that's TCR browse in front.
Yeah, copy. You got 4 temps to browse.
Can't gravel, it'll be red flag this.
Copy, you still got P3.
Ah, gravel everywhere. Safety car. I'm going to just come in now. Can we make a little adjustment on these gears and see what's what?
Yeah, copy.
Car in gravel, bit straight. Oh, stop it, we're going out. It's got out, it's got out.
Stop it. Right, how's that?
P1 by 2 seconds. P1 by 2 seconds.
Right, let me know if he improved.
His last lap was a 57.9. His last lap.
Yeah, big drift from BMW into that lap.
It appears this cable is no longer cabling, so we've got a bigger cable now. Hopefully it fits. So I came I'm in 4th place. Don't think I'd have got 2 seconds off my time. Maybe I would have. Yeah, just following browse. Ball must have been out of sync somewhere. Yeah, shame about the gear cable, but we'll sort it. Hopefully good for the race today and tomorrow.
Oh, I've lost this lap because there are yellow flags for absolutely nothing.
Ball's just gone fastest by 9/10.
Copy. Ball's up for a quick one, he's got me up here.
You're a second up as well, mate, so don't worry.
He's going to get it.
B3, Gatsby Jones in the compact just pipped you by half a second as well.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Oh no. Where's Scott? Third. That's not good. That's not good for Scott. Oh no. There's a fair gap.
You are right behind Dan Sylvester's right
Yeah.
behind you.
Danny's behind me in a Class B. What? I'm not the slowest Class A, but not far off.
No, it's
Yeah, not good for me. There we go. Nice.
otherwise it would be
Yeah.
funny.
Surprised it even did anything. Yeah, but you know, it's only one you've got.
Scott's on
Is
his
it
way
square
back.
at that side?
Alright.
Check if it's square.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You don't need any more oil on it. Yeah. Vice definitely don't need any more oil on it.
I pulled back as I went in.
Starting to rust.
Is there a chock or something for this?
Yeah.
Put it in.
Oh, put it in, yeah.
Yeah, but doors on there anyway,
The gear cable is on, the bigger one. The main crew are here now. Oh dear. Hello. Everybody else is driving off. I need to get ready to get in car. These are not driving off, so we're all right. Everybody else is driving off. The car's getting taken away from me. Gone. That's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Somebody missing? Danny's smack behind me. What's that all about? That's not good, is it?
Well, welcome back to Donington Park. It's the Skiwa Roadsports Series 45-minute race with mandatory pit stops and, in many cases, driver changes as well. This is how the grid is going to line up. On the second row, it's number 1, Scott Parkin in the Audi TT, the only driver to win 2 races in Roadsports this season. On the 5th row of the grid, it's 444. That's being started by Claire Norman, and besides her is number 6, which is Ryan Parkin.
Broken qualifying, I'm afraid something's gone very wrong for the MGZR of 104 Mark Purcell. It looks like it's been off and now it's cooked the engine.
Yeah, and it's reversing, fortunately, behind the barrier, but there's telltale grass on the circuit like it's been off into the barriers. And the red lights are on the gantry, but the safety car is still out because of that incident that has happened. So we are going to have another lap behind the safety car. The clock has started to count down. So the 45-minute race is underway, but the car's still behind the safety car because of that incident from Mark Purcell.
We've got onboard camera here with car number 6, Ryan Parkin, who is 35 today. So happy birthday to Ryan, as obviously is his twin brother Scott.
I was going to say, let's not forget Scott in all of that. And Scott is up there on the second row of the grid, Ryan a bit further back on row 5. Ryan driving solo today was in the programme to share with Dylan Britton. So we've got 42 minutes left on the clock. We're going to get the race underway this time. His safety car lights are out. And so with about 41.5 minutes left on the clock when the safety car pulls in, we'll be off and racing. In fact, already the green flag and green light panels are showing, but you can't overtake before the timing line.
The red lights are still on, so
Red
it should
lights
be a
are still
proper
on the
start.
gantry, so it should be side-by-side rolling start. Red lights are on, and they go out. Away we go then for 41.5 minutes of racing, and it's a good start by Ian Jones in that BMW Compact. He slots in front of Darren Ball in the number 25 Seat Cupra, and it's a side-by-side a bit further back. That's Will Beach alongside Scott Parkin. Scott Parkin in the Audi just prevailing ahead of the white and red and black Cupra of Will Beach. So they're turning their way through Hollywood, down through the trainer curves for the first time.
Nyland who started the big slide there from Darren Ball as he was braking between Schwarzkopf and McLean.
Here at Donington, they turn their way through the Melbourne hairpin, and these two looks like it could be in for a good battle between them. See if Scott Parkin can get involved in this as well. Looks like it's still Will Beach in fourth position in the number 82 car. We'll pick up what's going on in the classes as well as this race goes on.
As you mentioned, you couldn't see him for a moment, but it is Jones that leads. Second then is Ball, third is Parkin. Will Beach having his first Roadsports outing this year. They're in fourth position. Colin Gillespie up next in fifth. Sylvester's got the Class B lead back away from Chris Nyland, I noticed, so that's going to be another battle to monitor during the course of this race.
Parkin trying to make a move possibly on Luke Browse in the Stowmarket glass car for sixth position in the background as well. Those two more or less side by side. No, they're not quite as they come down to the Fox Yeses, but Ryan Parkin is thinking about looking up the inside into the first element of the Fox Yeses, but decides better of it. It's going to be tricky, you would think, to make a move part of the circuit in these conditions. Turn their way out of Melbourne hairpin again. The top four, Jones, Ball, Parkin and Beach, making their way up.
It's a good battle for third there between Scott Parkin, who is 35 today, ahead of Will Beach, the driver who's been racing in TCR UK in that car. The BMW Compact leads the Cupra. Gap back to Scott Parkin, who is in third spot, ahead of Will Beach. A big challenge for seventh, Brian Parkin versus Graham Crowhurst, the Audi TT and the BMW M3. I think the only M3 on the grid, isn't it, today for Graham Crowhurst. So they turn their way into Coppice Corner.
And a spinner in the background.
It's Claire Norman, I think, in the Cupra, isn't it, out of 12th. And there she is.
Yes, that's Simpson and Stanton battling with Matt Creed in the two different classes. Creed a Class B car, the BMW from Class A. Meanwhile, this battle for 6th place continues. Ryan Parkin against Graham Crowhurst. So that's certainly one that we'll keep an eye on, and it's Crowhurst now that is ahead in that BMW M3.
That the Ginetta G40 goes a lap down. That's David Griffiths.
This is going to be lapped, isn't it, by the number 69 car, Matthew Hampson, also the Class B leader as well, which is still number 83, which is Chris Nyland.
Chris Nyland got caught out there, though, by the car going in the pits in front of him. That's given Dan Sylvester a chance to draw alongside in this Class B lead battle, and Sylvester has made the most of it, carried the momentum out the corner, which Nyland wasn't able to do. I think he was on the inside of the BMW, which needed to come into the pit lane, so Nyland had to get out of the throttle, and that has lost him the Class B lead.
So race continuing. It is Darren Paul that's yet to make his pit stop on 25, that still leads. Number 1, Scott Parkin in second. 221 Luke Brown is third. 15 Graham Crowhurst is fourth. And it's 150 Colin Gillespie. 37 Dan Sylvester is sixth overall. And still leads the Class B. All of those yet to make their stops.
There is Ryan Parkin, who has rejoined down in 23rd. So that does sort of suggest it was a long pit stop. Whereas Ian Jones is 10th and just set the fastest lap at 1 minute 47.4, over a second faster than anyone's done so far.
Lawton last September. Now Scott Parkin's gone even faster on 147.149. He's second at the moment, yet to make a stop, but Darren Ball is now into the pits.
There is our new race leader in reality, Scott Parkin, with Darren Ball in the pits and the fastest lap, as you mentioned, Ian. So Scott Parkin motoring on his birthday, the driver from South Yorkshire, who's only been racing since 2019, but he's had lots of success in that time. Last year's Club Enduro champion, this year's Provisional Class A champion in this new car to him this year, the X-Slide Sports Volkswagen Racing Cup built car, the 2017 Audi TT, but now with a diesel engine in from Darkside development. So Scott Parkin's got to come in this time, because that is just a minute of the pit window left.
That's right, so he should make his way down the pit lane this time. I can see number 3, which is Ben McCauley. His Class C load Solis is in. Indeed, the number 1 car is in as well. And there is the number 1 car, Darkside Development Audi TT. Beautifully presented car, stealth looking thing. You can see the fans blowing to keep the air cool, engine cool in the pit stop. Water bottle's been handed over. Scott's refreshed himself and will be back out into the race any moment. Pit window now closed. Confirmation coming up on the screens as well for all of the teams. It looks like everyone has made it into the pits eventually.
And the timekeep and the officials downstairs timing the pit stops will check that too. Either way, Ian Jones has lost time in the pit stops. And Scott Parkin, of course, had a 5-second longer stop, did he not?
Yes, he had a penalty to serve.
So, Ian Jones has lost time. Scott Parkin has gained time, but Darren Ball has come out best of all. He's in the lead.
BMW there, as into the pits has come number 6. Ryan Parkin is in the pit lane,
But we think
from 12th position.
we were pretty sure his pit stop was long, weren't we? So perhaps that was a problem with that car. But here's the gap then, 4.2 seconds between Ball and Parkin, with a further 3 seconds back to Ian Jones. So that is the chase between our 3 protagonists in this race. And yeah, there's Ryan Parkin, that car's in the garage and out. So I'm sure Matt will be on the case to find out what's going on there.
There's the number 1 car, that's the car in second place of Scott Parkin, already a double winner this season in the TD1 Roadsports series. The only driver to have won more than once overall this season. New fastest lap to Ian Jones now, 1:45, 1:75 in third place. He's got the gap down to pretty much 2 seconds now to Scott Parkin. He was just about a second faster than Parkin on that lap, but they're all of the first 4 doing personal best lap times. Now the top 4, by the way, is Ball, Scott Parkin, Jones, and now Graham Crowhurst, number 15 in the BMW on 3 and 4th.
Here's the chase on our screen. There's Ian Jones, but Parkin in turn was a full second quicker than Darren Ball. So they're all closing up. We're still with 10 minutes of this race to go.
Completes his 17th lap, and the gap's going to come down to 2.2 seconds because first Scott Parkin and then Ian Jones successively do new fastest laps of the race. Ian Jones a 1:44.491.
Dan Sylvester's getting a 60-second penalty for a pit stop infringement. I suspect we've got cars off at the old hairpin again. It's the Dave Connell Mazda that's involved, but someone else had to go gravel trapping. Ian Jones has just set the fastest lap of the race, and the top three are together. I don't think we can pick them up. I think they're at the first corner perhaps. Just 3/4 of a second between them, and Darren Ball and Scott Parkin were side by side, heading onto the Craner curves maybe at the moment.
And you've got the 3 leaders together. We've got 5 minutes of the race left to go. This is a grandstand finish for a Saturday afternoon, and it's Darren Ball leading. It is Scott Parkin in second, number 1. It's 1:17, Ian Jones in third, but Ian Jones is the fastest man out there, the 1:43.034. Parkin's in a 1:43 as well, but Darren Ball's best lap is still only a 1:44. There's back markers ahead. The first one is the Sam Dennis car, who's going well in Class C. Also the Downey Porsche, which is back into the race, having made a trip into the pits. That's the next car that they are going to have to lap. They're lying astern as they go through Coppice Corner now, down the Exhibition Straight, past that Porsche they go, and different lines being taken through Coppice now. It's Jones who's almost picking up a double toe here. Can he make use of this down into the Fogarty S's? It's Scott Parkin as well that shows his nose up the inside of 25 Darren Ball as well as they went to the Fogarty S's. But he gets a good run off the corner in the Audi to Scott Parkin, and he goes through to take the lead of the race. Can Ian Jones follow? Can Ian Jones pass both of them in fact as they head down there? Into the Melbourne hairpin they go, and it's the number 1 car that's now ahead, and Josh, it's going to be a run up the hill towards Goddard to see who's going to be second.
It's an epic way to start the afternoon, isn't it, here at Donington Park? They are pretty much 3 cars across the circuit breaking for the final corner at Goddard's. They catch Matt Stenning's Civic, and they are still absolutely together, but then he jumps out the way. It gets well out of the way of our top 3 leading cars. And Scott Parkin does lead, but Ian Jones is fighting back. He's on the dry line up towards Redgate. They almost touch. Ian Jones is desperate to win this. He comes right around the outside of Scott Parkin, wheel to wheel. The outside line with the BMW, that's sideways. The Audi, therefore, may be quicker off the corner, and it is. Scott Parkin leads then with a couple or maybe 3 laps to go. Round the outside comes Ian Jones into the Craner curve, but he's on the more slippery line here.
And there's more traffic ahead from the lower classes. 176 has got a 1 minute stop go penalty now for a pit stop infringement. We'll pick up on that in a minute. We've got the 3 leaders together. Ian Jones is still the man with the fastest lap of the race. He's second in this race at the moment. They're just lapping the Wayne Lawson off the orange Audi TT as they go through McLean's. Heading up there now, Ian Jones looking to find a way up on the inside at Coppice Corner. There wasn't really much of a gap there. Scott Parkin was determined to keep him behind, but Ian Jones, has he gone through? Let's see how it looks on the exit of the corner. They're still pretty much side by side. No, Ian Jones has gone through. He's gone through to take the lead. Scott Parkin second, Darren Ball third, and that penalty is the 176 car of Martin Auger in the MR2 Roadster.
Well, this is very entertaining, isn't it? We said at the Tagiro Roadsports series, these tricky conditions, it could be an interesting race. It's turned into probably one of the best Roadsports races we've had, especially for that overall victory with a chase on. And Scott Parkin's fighting back. He's alongside. Jones is massively sideways out of the corner. They are door mirror to door mirror. The BMW's on the inside line, but is half a length back, but then brakes later on the tighter line. Is he going to reclaim the lead? We should squeeze 2 more laps out of this, Ian, and a massively sideways leading car.
And that will mean that he's probably going to... No, he's not going to lose the lead again unless Scott Parkin can use the momentum that he's got to go back down the inside into Redgate Corner, which he's going to try and do now. And they are overlapping there. No, Ian Jones just about holds on, but still on the inside is Scott Parkin, and I think he's going to get the lead back at Hollywood. It looks like he's got the nose, but there's another touch between them. That's 3 times now they've made side-to-side contact in this race, and Jones is massively out of shape, and he's off. Off he goes into the gravel, bouncing over the edge of the gravel trap on the grass. The steam pouring out of the back of that car now, and Ian Jones's race is surely over.
Well, we thought that Martin Gadsby and Ian Jones would want this car to win a race. It so nearly did. Unfortunately, it's very broken now. And what a dramatic 30 seconds or so that was. Probably more than that, because they were changing positions before. Such a shame it ended in that way. We said how sketchy it was down the Craner curves if you were offline, and Ian Jones has found out to his cost, I'm afraid. And that means Scott Parkin leads the way with Darren Ball in second. Graham Crowhurst will come up into third.
So, gear cable, very good. Actuator, which is under here, very not good. So that's decided to just do whatever it wants to do and die. So I was getting loads of lag, no power. And then we had a fuel surge problem with looks of things, which Scott's not got, because he's got a nice new swirl pot. But yeah, what's happening here?
First place.
Yeah. So Scott's in first now. A bit of wheel banging with this car, the compact. But yeah, he's going down, down, down. Who's got a 60-second?
78.
78, 167. Don't know what that is. Somebody who's not on here anyway. So yeah, I think I were going to probably be, yeah, with the pace I had, fifth we're going to probably be about there, but a bit of bad luck for other people, maybe a bit better. So yeah.
Here's parking, and there is Liam Crilly. So Liam Crilly must not get lapped if he wants to win Class B. It's going to be pretty tight.
Well, this is kind of what you sort of have been warnings about for the last 10 minutes, John.
So Liam Crilly's team want to be going over to Scott Parkin's team with Darkside and telling them, don't lap us, we need to win this race.
It's going to be tight whether he does. Right, 78.4 second penalty for the auto car now, he's not made his stop go either. Right, so down towards Melbourne hairpin for the final time goes the Darkside Developments Audi, the BMW Z4 Coupe of Liam Crilly is not far off the road. Now they've only got one more corner to go now at Goddard. Is Scott Parkin going to think, well, I don't really need to lap this guy in the...
But remember who's sharing a car with him last year? It was Dan Sylvester.
And he's gone past him. He's gone past him.
I'm sorry.
And Crilly has been lapped, so it's going to be Scott Parkin that comes through to take his third victory of the season in the Tagiwa Roadsports Series race. Second place is going to go the way of Darren Ball, who led for quite a lot of it. He's got the fastest lap as well on the final lap. Scott Parkin as well, a 1:42.882.
Scott has won it.
Scott's won. Checkered flag. There we go. Yeah. A few people just said instant karma for the wheel banging, but I don't know. I'd have to see the onboards myself to be sure. Yeah. As long as we get it fixed for tomorrow, we'll be happy. We're getting it fixed for tomorrow. Yeah. We're getting it fixed for tomorrow. So yeah. Nightmare.
That's on the converted time, so we'll...
But Sylvester will get another lap.
Oh, Graham Crowhurst in the fastest lap on the final lap of the race. A 1:42.339 as he crosses the line in third position in the BMW.
This is the battle.
Yeah, we're down here with our race winner, Scott Parkin. Scott, a little bit of damage on your wheel there. We saw the close battle you had for the lead, which you got the win in, but that was close.
Yeah, a bit closer than I wanted. I don't mind there being like 3 mil gap, but we don't want to be touching if we can help it. I'm not quite sure what Ian was thinking then, but you know, I'll speak to him after. See what he has to say, but yeah, very close towards the end. I could see that coming. Darren and Ian at the start, they were just gone, and I thought they must have a wet setup on the cars, or at least I think Ian's just not got a brain when it's in them conditions. So they were off. But I knew we'd gone on a dry setup, and I could tell that it was going to come to me. So I just hoped that there were enough time in the race for the conditions to come to me, and it did. Although I've just found out Graham took the fastest lap off me on the last lap, which is not very nice. So I'll have to have a word with him as well. But yeah, very close. Bit of a shame about the other car. We had fuel surge issues with the looks of it, so I think maybe the in-tank pump's damaged or not working. Not too sure. So the guys are looking. But it's tomorrow that counts for that car, because we're hoping to seal second in the championship in that. So this was just a test. So
it was a great race though, one of the best Roadsports Series races we've had this year, so it must have been quite fun to be involved in.
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, I'd rather it not be as close as that, but you know, these things happen, so yeah, fingers crossed we have a good race tomorrow as well.
Good stuff. Well, Scott, you can have your winner's garland and your winner's hat now from James with Stanley, so that is that garland. Let's have a quick
Getting messages from Scott with wheel damage. These tyres do stay on wheels pretty good. It's all that about club racing. State of that. That was brand new. Splitter. What's all that about? No. Not meant to make it easy, but that was making it hard for now, wasn't it?
I don't know whether he squeezed me as far as he could round Hollywood, and then I hit the curve, and I don't know whether that's threw me a little bit to one side.
It does push you about a bit, doesn't it?
But yeah, he was just getting a bit too close. He needed to leave that margin. You can't, when you're going out straight, I've got straight heating as well. You have to be straight. When you're going around the corner, you can't leave no margin, especially when it's wet. You're pushing me into wet bits.
Yeah, you're not going to go on grass to stay outside, are you? But P2. Bit more damage here. So I just had a new rear bumper. Diffuser's bent. Oh, this has been it.
Taking the win on his Roadsports return, it was Dan Sylvester with his Honda Civic.
Thank you. Very nice.
Oh, very nice. Go on, Danny.
Come on, Danny. Look at cameras.
Race back, want to take another race win this year. It was Scott Parkin in the Audi.
Scott, look here.
Too late. So the lads are all just filling the bellies until they're ready to get stuck into these cars now. A few bits to do on that one. A few bits to do on mine. Actuator. Danny's alright, he's happy with his first place. Yeah. Roll on tomorrow.